You hear about Eddie Murphy?
Picked up a tranny? What?
They got the Batman franchise on track.
Oh, no.
Eddie Murphy is going to play the Riddler.
All right. That's done. That franchise is done.
Eddie Murphy as the Riddler. That's going to take you so out of the movie.
And
Eddie Murphy
as two Riddlers.
Is that real or is that some...
They're talking about it.
They're talking about... Oh, so it might be one of those dumb Hollywood stories to get
Wow, that didn't take long.
to get some ink. What?
Well, instead of the Riddler, it was Steve from Bay Shore came up with an alternative name.
Oh, okay.
It starts with N. But it still ends with, the end of the Riddler name.
I don't get it yet.
Thank you. I'll explain a little more.
Oh, why don't you explain now? Explain now.
I don't know if that'll be good or not, to be honest with you.
Explain now.
If it's dark, oh, Jesus. Good point. If it's dark the way, we'll never be like what Heath Ledger did because he's nowhere near the actor Ledger was. But
yeah.
if it's a darker portrayal of the Riddler, because I got so bored with Eddie Murphy so many years ago. Like I wanted to see him play the dark character.
You know
once.
something? I'll agree with you on that. If to get him away, to reinvent himself, to get him away from he's playing a guy in a fat suit, or he's playing every character in the movie, horrid comedies that he's trying to pull off these days. If he does reinvent himself as some kind of evil, really,
he doesn't have it in
kind
him.
of thing.
We lost Eddie Murphy.
I don't think he does either.
And it should be noted that this is just an internet rumor right now. Thank God.
Oh, is it?
But with that said, what was the last Eddie Murphy movie that you went, wow, cool?
Dude,
I can't even think of one.
Coming to America, I think it was a great comedy.
Maybe Coming to America.
All right. How many years ago was that?
Yeah.
Because then he started dipping into the sequel well.
What was the last good Eddie Murphy
48
movie?
Hours 2.
Here's his IMDb. The Incredible Shrinking Man. Stop. And you can't count the Shrek stuff.
No.
Meet Dave, no.
Ugh.
Norbit, no. Dreamgirls, no. Haunted Mansion, remember that disaster?
Oh.
Daddy Daycare, I'm leaving the 2000s already. The Adventures of Pluto, no.
Oh
Dr. Duke, no.
Hold on, Dr. Doolittle?
No.
That was a massive hit for him, though.
Was it?
Yeah,
I'm talking about us. And we sort of represent the average dude out there. What was the last Eddie Murphy movie we saw where we went, right on? God, this Eddie Murphy, I love him. We're leaving the 2000s
48 hours.
without a hit that the average guy like us would have enjoyed.
Nutty Professor, I bet.
Shrek 2001, like I said.
Professor?
Yeah.
Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps.
Ew. No.
Bowfinger. Now we're in the 19s, right? Life, Holy Man. Just stop me when one of these makes you go, yes. Dr. Doolittle for us.
I would say Dr. Doolittle.
Moulin
Rouge. Chappelle was in Dr. Doolittle. That broke him. That's the role that really people really put him.
So we're gonna stop around Dr. Doolittle.
No, for
I know
some people.
Chappelle was amazing in that movie.
Yeah, he was funny. He played the comedian ripping Eddie Murphy apart for being fat.
Yeah.
So I would say that was the last one that kind of, as far as I knew, had any kind of hip relevance to it.
Metro, The Nutty Professor. Now we're down to 96. Vampire in Brooklyn. Well,
Beverly Hills Cop.
3.
Oh no,
That was 94.
The sequels were awful.
The Distinguished Gentleman. Boomerang. Another 48 Hours. Now we're down to 1990. I'm talking about like us.
Trading Places.
Coming to America. I think Jimmy's got Harlem Nights, and then you got Coming to America in 1988. Wow. Was that the last Eddie Murphy movie where the average guy said, wow?
That's 20 years ago.
Chappelle was in Nutty Professor, not Dr.
Oh, right, you're right.
Did I say Nutty Professor?
No,
I don't know.
No, you said that when I said Dr. Doolittle. Whatever.
I think I said Nutty Professor.
You got to give us a little something.
That's what I meant.
Mess up. Nutty Professor.
We are late now.
Yeah, all right. So we go back to what? Coming to America? As the last Eddie Murphy movie that the average guy liked?
I would say Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor, maybe?
For me, Coming to America, though.
I go back to Trading Places.
Yeah.
That's 83. That's 80 effing 3.
That was the second movie that he did.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
That was only his second movie aside from 40.
Nah,
48 Hours was a good movie.
Beverly Hills
Don't forget
Cop,
Best
84.
Defense with Dudley Moore.
Yes, Best Defense was fantastic.
How can I argue with that, Jimmy?
2 seconds.